After 8 long years of silence, controversy, and emotional distance, Brad Pitt has finally chosen to speak about his life after Angelina Jolie. In a rare and deeply personal interview, he opened up about the pain, the healing, and the lessons that came with one of Hollywood's most publicized breakups. His words weren't bitter or defensive. They were calm, reflective, and honest, revealing a man who has come to terms with his past and is finally ready to move forward. A decade of turmoil comes to an end. Brad Pitt's calm declaration, "I've moved on," reflected not bitterness but closure after years of public scrutiny. Since 2016, his life had been overshadowed by accusations, investigations, and endless speculation following the alleged plane incident involving Angelina Jolie and their children. Although the FBI and Child Services found insufficient evidence for criminal charges, the damage to his reputation was profound. Jolie's decision to file for divorce 3 days later triggered an 8-year legal and emotional battle that reshaped both their lives and turned one of Hollywood's most admired couples into rivals before the world. The pain of silence and misunderstanding. Pitt revealed that his decision to remain silent during the turmoil stemmed from a desire to protect his children. However, that silence became his greatest burden. Misinterpreted as guilt, it allowed tabloids to paint him as a negligent or abusive father. While Jolie's narrative dominated the media, Pitt's restraint left his side untold. In his GQ interview, he admitted that staying quiet made him lose his voice in his children's lives. It was not a complaint, but an honest recognition of how his choice for privacy inadvertently deepened public misunderstanding and personal isolation. The deepening rift with his children. The most painful aftermath of the split was Pitt's fractured bond with his 6 children. Maddox, the eldest, reportedly severed ties and no longer recognizes him as a father. Pax expressed resentment in a now-deleted social media post. Zahara dropped Pitt from her name when entering college, and Shiloh legally changed hers to Jolie at 18. Even the youngest twins, Knox and Vivian, now appear publicly beside their mother. These actions reflect not only the strain of years of conflict, but also the deep emotional scars that fame and silence have left on an already fragile family dynamic. The Chateau Miraval battle, love turned to litigation. Once a symbol of unity and shared dreams, Chateau Miraval became the center of one of their fiercest disputes. The French estate, where they married and built a celebrated wine brand, turned into a legal battleground when Jolie sold her 40% stake to the Stoli Group without Pitt's consent. He accused her of breaching an agreement and damaging the brand's integrity, while she countersued, claiming he tried to silence her through an NDA. The ongoing case now represents more than property. It embodies the lingering resentment and control struggles over what was once their most romantic memory. Acceptance, not bitterness. In his final reflection, Pitt emphasized acceptance as his ultimate lesson. It was not resignation, but a conscious choice to stop fighting what cannot be changed. His words, calm and reflective, closed a painful chapter with grace. Rather than seeking vindication, he embraced growth and peace. The long saga of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, once a Hollywood fairy tale, ended not in scandal, but in maturity. Pitt's quiet voice in the GQ interview symbolized healing, proof that sometimes the truest strength lies not in defense, but in acceptance and the courage to move forward.